Okay. Yes, Hare Krishna. So,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
yes, Hare Krishna Mataji. So, today we are going to discuss chapter number 10, the opulence of the absolute. Okay, so, opulences or vibhuti, we are going to discuss about the Lord. And the most important part is the Chatur Shloki. Okay, that is called the essence of Bhagavad Gita. The four shloka, Chatur Shloki, which is very important. Okay, and that comes in the chapter number 10. Okay, so 8, 9, 10th and 11th sloka of 10th chapter, Chaturshloki. So we are going to discuss that thing today, and then vibhutis we will be discussing. Okay. Om Jnana Tirandasya Jnana Shlakya Chakshur Nilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Parvena Shri Chaitanya Mano Vishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Udapadakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Shagajatam Sadhana Ramanantam Vitam Tam Sajiv Harijan Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sadhana Lalita Shri Vishakhantam Cha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vishtaya Bhutalishtramite Bhaktivedanta Swami Namne Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurvani Pracharini Devashishwara Bhashya Deshnari. So chapter number 9. Okay, so in chapter number 9, a few sections are there. So Mataji has Radhika Mataji have taken from this slide only, or any other slide Mataji has taken?
Prabhuji, from these slides itself.
Okay. Okay, so we'll quickly overview. Okay, so the 5 sections we have understood. Section A, verse 1 to 3, hearing about Krishna, qualifications and disqualifications. Okay, so just an overview will take. The section B, 9 to 10, Aishwarya Jnana, Krishna's Achinta Abheda relationship with the material world. What is the relationship of Krishna in this material world? The non-worshippers of Krishna and the worshipper of Krishna, 4 types of people worship Krishna, then 4 types of people who do not worship. Then the section, that is 16 to 25, Krishna is the supreme object of worship, and last, glory of directly worshipping Krishna. Okay, and then we have understood that bhakti is very simple. Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam was the very famous sloka from this part. Okay, so we have about the bhakti, glories of bhakti. We are going. We have discussed in this part who devote themselves to Krishna, who do not, what is the quality? Okay, what are the 4 types of people who are worshipper? What are the 4 types of people who are non-worshipper? These things we have learned. Okay, so this 10th chapter, very small chapter. Okay, not very small, but the sloka 1 to 7 sloka. Krishna's position is origin of everything. So in the nutshell, we'll understand Krishna's position again. Then 8 to 11, okay, the Chatur Shloki Bhagavad Gita, the essence, okay, the Chatur Shloka. And then the section C, Krishna, 12 to 42, Krishna is explaining the opulences. Okay, so Arjuna's acceptance, how Arjuna is, so very cleverly, Arjuna is also explaining the glory of Krishna. Okay, how he is explaining the glory, we'll see. And then his request, and then Krishna is saying about the opulences. Okay, so that thing we are going to discuss today's chapter. So, so 9th chapter, at the end, Man Manabhav Mad Bhakto, Krishna is saying, advice, fix your mind on me. Okay, hence he describes his opulences on which a devotee can fix his mind, and how to remember him when we see opulences powerful and beautiful in this creation. Okay, so in chapter number 9 we have seen that Krishna is saying Man Manabhav Mad Bhakto, fix your mind in me. But how to fix mind on Krishna? So Krishna has already explained in 7th chapter that I am the source of everything. Okay, whether the material creation is there, whether the spiritual or the whether the lower energy is there, or separated energy is there, or higher energy there, spiritual energy there, all are coming from me. Okay, so all are coming basically from me. Okay, so that way we can remember him always. When we see any material thing, when we see any spiritual thing, we can remember him. Again in chapter number 10, Krishna is describing his opulences. So when he describes his opulences, utilizing that Opulences, we can remember him always. Okay, so now he is describing the opulences. Okay, in this chapter. So describe his opulences on which a devotee can fix his mind, and how to remember him when we see the opulent, powerful, and beautiful thing in the creation. Okay, so whenever we see a very beautiful thing in the creation, a very powerful thing in creation, very nice thing in the creation, we can actually remember Krishna, because these things just originate from the like a spark of from the Krishna's. These are just like a spark from the Krishna's creation. Okay, they can the Teju Amsa, from the Teju Amsa, like the spark of their splendor, Krishna's splendor, they can be formed. Okay, the most beautiful, most creative things, most potent thing, most opulent thing. Okay, so when we see this beautiful thing, opulent thing, then we can remember Krishna. So Krishna is describing his opulences. So chapter number 9 conclusion is that one should become a pure devotee of Lord by focusing mind of Krishna. Then for focusing mind, Krishna is describing his opulences. And when we hear the opulences, our devotion increase. Okay. So that is the synopsis, how the connection between the previous chapter and chapter 10. Chapter 9, fix your mind on me. Man mana bhav mad bhakto. And this chapter, Krishna is describing the opulences. Okay. Same thing. So these three parts are there. So we are going to discuss the three parts. So the section A, that is verse 1 to 7. 1 to 3. Anyone knowing Krishna as the unborn Supreme Lord and the source of all sages and demigod is undiluted and free from the sin. So in this sloka, Krishna is going to tell that all the sages, all the demigods is coming from Krishna. Okay. Then all equalities and attitude are created by Krishna. Even the progenitor of universe is born from his mind. Those who know Krishna's glory engages in devotional service. So let's see Krishna's position as the origin, how the every sage is coming from Krishna. Okay. How the every demigods are coming from Krishna. 10.1. Again, Krishna is emphasizing the same thing, that hearing process. Okay. So when in chapter number 7 was starting, okay, Krishna was telling Dakshinu, hear from me. Okay. About the pure devotional service. When the devotional service was starting, the chapter of devotional service was starting, Krishna was telling Dakshinu, hear from me. Again, Krishna in this chapter is saying, the Supreme Lord said, my dear Arjuna, my dear friend, mighty Arjuna, listen again to my supreme word, which I shall impart to you for your benefit, which will give you great joy. Okay. So he's saying again, listen again, hearing process. Okay. You know, this pastime is Duryodhana, this is Arjuna. Okay. Krishna is sleeping before the war. Chapter number 7, Lord explains his different energy and how they are acting. Chapter number, so different energy, superior energy, inferior energy. That was discussed in chapter number 7. Chapter number 9, Lord establishes different energy to establish devotion in firm conviction. Okay. Gives more confidential knowledge of his specific opulences and his work. Okay. So chapter number 1 was most confidential knowledge. Chapter number 9, and again, more confidential knowledge Krishna is going to tell in the chapter number 10. Okay. Hearing process. Basically, the Krishna is emphasizing about the hearing process. So there are many ways to acquire knowledge. Okay. So there are the three ways which we know is, one is called Prataksha Praman. When we acquire knowledge through through our senses. That is not perfect because our senses are not perfect. Okay. We cannot believe on our senses perfectly. Okay. So that is called Prataksha Praman. Second is called Anuman Praman. When we are making theories based on the Prataksha. Okay. When we are making theories, that is called Anuman Praman. Okay. So theories based on the evidences, that is called Anuman Praman. And third, it's called the Shabda Praman. When we are hearing from the bona fide authority. So Krishna is the most bona fide authority, okay, in the self-realization knowledge. So Krishna is himself giving the knowledge. Okay. No one knows about Krishna. Krishna is saying that in this sloka, see this sloka. Very nice sloka. Okay. So
Read it.
yes, Mataji.
Na me vidu suraganaha prabhavam na maharshayah aham adirhi devanam maharshinam cha sarvashah.
So, Hare Krishna Mataji. This is a very nice sloka where Krishna is saying, Name Vidu Suragana. Vidu means to know. Okay. Suragana. Asura means Asur or the demons. Sur means the demigods. Okay. Name Vidu Suragana. So the demigods are not knowing. Prabhavam. Prabhavam na Maharshaya. Okay. Otherwise, and the Maharshi Gana also, they are not knowing. Okay. What is they are not knowing? Prabhavam, the origin of Krishna, they are not knowing. Name Vidu Suragana Prabhavam na Maharshya, nor the demigods, nor the great sages know the Krishna's origin. Why? Why they do not know? Aham Adir hi Devanam. Krishna is the Adir. Krishna is the origin of all the Devanam, all the Devata or the demigods. Krishna is the origin. Maharshi Nam cha Sarvasa. And the Maharshis, all the great sages, Krishna is the origin of all. Okay. Many times people get confused. Okay. Demigods. Okay. All the demigods are at same position. Okay. They will worship different demigods. They won't understand that Krishna's position is superior. Krishna is telling in this sloka. Okay. I am the origin of all the demigods. I am the origin of all the sages. Okay. That's why they do not know the origin of mine. Neither the host of demigod nor the great sages know my origin, for in every respect I am the source of the demigods and the sages. Krishna is saying, I am the source of the demigods, I am the source of the sages. So if I am the source, they are not knowing about my origin. I know about all of those, but they do not know about my origin. He who knows me as the unborn, as the beginningless, as the supreme lord of all the world, he, undeluded among the men, is free from all the sin. The person who is knowing about Krishna's origin, that he is beginningless. Okay, no one knows about mysterious origin of Krishna, how Krishna originated. Okay, no one knows, even the demigods, but Krishna knows about everyone. Okay, because Krishna is the origin of them. So one who knows Krishna as unborn, beginningless, the supreme lord of all the world, he, undeluded among men, is free from all the sin. Okay, you see here. Demigods arrive. See the demigods, they are arriving when Krishna of Devaki. Very happy. They are very happy that Krishna is appearing in this material world. They can see, they can see from above how is the Krishna's pastime going on in below. Okay, that's why they are very happy. Otherwise, Krishna is not easily reachable. Yes, Mataji.
बुद्धिर्ज्ञानम् असम्मोहः क्षमा सत्यं धमः शमः सुखं दुःखं भवो भावः भयं चाभयम् एव च अहिंसा समता तुष्टिः तपोदानं यशो यशः भवन्ति भावभूतानां मत्येव पृथग्विदाः.
Krishna. So there are different qualities Krishna is mentioning in these two sloka. What qualities Krishna has given to the human being. So these qualities, when we see in any people, any person, okay, these quality, we can remember Krishna. So you see, that's what Krishna is telling. Intelligence, knowledge, freedom from doubt and delusion, forgiveness, truthfulness, control of senses, control of mind, happiness and distress, birth, death, fearlessness, non-violence, equanimity, satisfaction, austerity, charity, fame, and infamy. All these various qualities of living being are created by me alone. Krishna is the creator of all these qualities. So you see, we will be seeing one quality. Intelligence. Intelligence means, what is the intelligence? The mind is different. Intelligence is different. Mind means storehouse of all the thoughts, whatever we have experiences, thought processes, that is stored in the mind. But intelligence means to distinguish between the good and bad thing. Okay, we need to choose what is good, what is bad. Okay, Krishna is giving the processes. Krishna is giving the knowledge, what is good, what is bad, and that will sharpen our intelligence. Okay, Krishna will be giving many times what is good, we should do this, we should not do that. So Krishna is giving us the intelligence, and utilizing that intelligence, we can choose between the good and bad thing. We have free will. How to utilize that free will? Using the intelligence. So power to analyze the things in their proper perspective. That is intelligence. Knowledge, knowing the distinction between the matter and spirit. So, and there is one more thing. Academicians only talk about, means academics only talks about the matter. They don't talk about the spirit. They only talk about the matter. So that is not actually that in actual sense can be called as knowledge. Knowledge means distinction between the body and spirit. Okay, that we are not. That is called real knowledge. That we are not this body. We are the soul. Freedom from doubt and delusion. Asammoha can be achieved when one acts without hesitation based on understanding transcendental philosophy. Nothing should be accepted blindly. Okay, so many people think that or otherwise many places will be there, and that this the science of self-realization is just like we have to accept it blindly. Nothing we can do. It is not like that. Okay, some things are there which are beyond our senses perception. We cannot perceive only. We cannot see only those things. Our senses cannot see only those things. Okay, so some things are there, but some things are there. We have to realize when we do, when we start doing, then we realize. Like if I tell you what is the taste of a sweet, if I tell you the taste of the sweet is sweet, you won't perceive. Okay, for tasting that thing, you have to eat that thing and taste it. Okay, so same thing applies to the devotional service. When we start doing devotional service, then we have the taste of doing the devotional service. Okay, so nothing should be accepted blindly. Tolerance and forgiveness. Okay, excuse the minor offenses of other, and one should practiced to bear insult and dishonor from the other. Outside things we should be bearing, so that we can progress in our sadhana. Okay, we are not disturbed by the outside things. Okay, that will come gradually. Satyam, facts presented as they are for the benefit of other, not distort, not distort truth for other personal interest, some personal interest. Okay, that is called truthfulness. Control of the senses. Sense should not be used for unnecessary personal enjoyment. Control of senses. Control of the mind. Restrain the mind from unnecessary thoughts like money. Power of thought should be developed in association with Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. Okay. Happiness and distress. Always consider in relationship what is favorable or unfavorable to Krishna consciousness. So anything which is favorable to Krishna consciousness, that can be done, whether it is giving us happiness or distress. Personal happiness or distress, no matter. That doesn't matter. If it is favorable for our Krishna consciousness, we should do it. If it is not favorable for our Krishna consciousness, we should not do it. Okay, like that. So many times we need to choose some situations. Okay. So at that time, we can consider, is it favorable for my Krishna consciousness? Yes or no? If favorable, how it can be favorable? Okay, so that is the thing. If it is not favorable, we should avoid that. Okay. More qualities are there. Ninth, birth. For the soul, there is no birth, no death, fearlessness, non-violence, equanimity. Non-violence means not do anything which would put others in misery, confusion, all distress. Not taking anyone's progressive life. What is the meaning? Not checking anyone's progressive life. Not to kill any other jiva. That is called not checking anyone's progressive life. Okay. So because it is said that when we kill a jiva, okay, his life as that animal, okay, a certain lifespan is there. Okay, when we are like killing that animal, he has to take body again to fulfill those lifespan. Okay, so that is the thing. Not to check, not checking anyone's progressive life. Okay, that is called not to kill any other jiva. Okay, equanimity. Then we have satisfaction. Then we have austerity, penances, charity. So charity, you see here, one And last is fame. So charity, Danam. So what is the meaning of Danam? Actually, the charity, it said that Prabhupada recommended that we have to give 50% of our income to Krishna consciousness. Okay. Earlier days, there used to be rules in the kingdom like that, whatever money you have earned, you have to give like this much to the king so that all developments can be done. Okay. So, Prabhupada recommends that how our when we earn money, how we should utilize that money. Okay, so Prabhupada recommends that 50% can be utilized for Krishna consciousness activity. 50% out of that 50%, 25% you can use for your personal, your daily activity, your daily utilization, and 25% you should keep for your emergency purposes. Okay, 25% for emergency purpose, saving. Okay, that is saving. Sometime emergency comes, then we can use that. Okay, so like that. So this is the recommendation for the devotees who are like who are advanced. Okay, or any devotee who can do the charity. So many devotee won't be able to do that. Okay, so it is not like that. It only 50% you have to do then. Okay, so this is the recommendation from Prabhupada. What I can tell you, if you are not able to do 50%, at least some percentage of money you should be giving daily, or the monthly basis. Okay, or the regular basis. Okay, like any person can be giving 10% of their hard-earned money. Okay, many people will be giving 20%, 30%, 50%, any percentage, but you should be giving. Okay, that is more important, that at least some money we should be utilizing our some part of our money for Krishna conscious activity. So 10%, if you are not, 5% at least. So start with something. Okay, like 5%, 10%, 20%, anything. Okay, but start. Okay, you should be giving them some charity. Okay, charity is charity for Krishna consciousness is for our purity, our purification. It is not like that the temple, if we don't give money to the temple won't run. It is not like that. It is for our purification. That is for you can say as a the opportunity for ourselves to purify. Okay, so that is the thing. In that way, it should be taken. Earlier days, it is like that. The charity has to be given. When the Brahmana comes to any person's house, the person is very happy. They will give charity. They will give food to the Brahmana so that they can give them the knowledge of self-realization. Okay, and they can utilize that knowledge, because otherwise the Grihastha is engaged in the day-to-day life. He is forgetting about Krishna. So when Brahmana come, they used to stay at the house. They used to give they used to remind the person that what is your actual position, what you should do. So those were the earlier days. Fame, yeah, important thing. Fame means famous. Yasa, yes. A man is famous when he is known as great devotee. This is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says. A man is famous. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says man is not famous when he is known as this, that. Okay, so many, this person has so much money, this person has that much. This is not the actual famous. Okay, the man is famous when he is known as great devotee. This is recommended by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yes, Mataji.
Yes. Mahashaya sapta purve chattvaro manavastata madbhava manasa jatha yesham loka ima prajaha.
So 10.6, the great sages, and before them the 4 other great sages, and the Manu, the progenitor of mankind, are born out of my mind, and all creatures in these planets descend from them. Okay, so some great 4 sages, 7 sages, and 4 sages it is described. So let's see. Krishna is the Parapitamaha. Okay, so there is Brahmaji there, that is called Pitamaha, and the Parapitamaha is the father of the grandfather, and Brahmaji is grandfather. So from Krishna, grandfather come, and from the Brahma, the 25 patriarchs of the living entity has come. Okay, so like 4 Kumaras there, Sanak, Sanad, Sanatana, and Sanat Kumara, and 7 sages, Kasya, Patri, Vasishta, Vishwamitra, Gautama, Jamadagni, and Bhardwaja Rishi, and 14 Manus are there. So these 25 patriarchs of the living entity, okay, has come, and from there, every other living entity has come, okay.
Krishna. Tam vibhutim yogam cha vedhi tatvatah so vikalpena yogena yujyate natra samshayah.
Okay. So he who knows in truth this glory and power of mind engages in unalloyed devotional service. Of this, there is no doubt. Okay. So one person knows the glory of Krishna, he is engaged in the devotional service. Okay. So how he is engaged? Now we are going to see the Chatur Shloki. Okay. Chatur Shloki, how the devotee is engaged in Krishna's service, and Krishna, how Krishna reciprocate to those devotees. Okay, so 8 to 11, 8, 9, 10, 11, 4 slokas. Krishna speak the Chatur Shloka. So let's see. This is the first sloka of Chatur Shloki Gita. Yes, Mataji.
Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattas sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanditaah.
So I am the source of all the spiritual and material world. Sarvasya Prabhavo. Everything. Prabhavo means originating. So I am the source of everything, whether the spiritual, whether the material thing. Sarvasya Prabhavo. Everything emanates from me. Matta sarvam pravartate. Everything is coming from me. Sarvam. Everything is coming from me. So I am the source of everything. Everything is coming from me. Iti matta bhajante mam. The wise who know this perfectly, who knows this truth. Iti matta is the person who knows this. Bhajante mam. He is engaged in devotional service. Bhajante, devotional service. Buddha bhava samanvita. Okay. So you see, I am the source of all the spiritual and material world. Everything emanates from me, and the wise who know this perfectly engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. So this is the first sloka. This is what Krishna is saying. So first he is saying that I am source of everything. Okay. Earlier in the 10th chapter only Krishna was saying whether the demigods, whether the Maharshi Gana, all are coming from me. I am the source of everything. Now he's saying I am the source of all the material and spiritual world. In the 7th chapter also Krishna was telling, okay, the Bhinna Prakriti is coming from me, the Jiva is coming from me, okay, the material energy, superior energy, inferior energy, everything is coming from me. Again, the Devatas are coming from me, the great Maharshis are coming from me, everything is coming from me, okay. And person, if a wise person is there, what he will do? If a person is very wise, he knew that Krishna is the source of everything. Krishna is the source of me. Krishna is the source of this body. Krishna is the source of this material world. Krishna is the source of everything. What he will do? He will surrender to Krishna. Okay. Prabhupada used to say that Krishna conscious activity only a person who is intelligent can take. Fool cannot take Krishna conscious activity. They cannot take Krishna conscious activity because they are fool. They do not know what is their position. But a person who is intelligent can only take Krishna consciousness. Okay, like for this material knowledge. Okay, the intelligence is required. Okay, material knowledge. A person who is intelligent can only understand. What to speak about the spiritual knowledge? So a person who is intelligent can only take Krishna consciousness. Okay. And who gives that intelligence? Krishna gives that intelligence. Okay. So a person who is wise, who is intelligent, what he will do? When he knew that Krishna is the source of everything, Krishna is source of me, Krishna is source of every other thing, and um, my my position in front of Krishna is the servitor's position, the position of a devotee. Okay, I should be devoted to Krishna. Okay, when he knew that, when he knows this, he will surrender to Krishna. The intelligent person will know, will surrender to Krishna. A fool is for a fool, it is very difficult to surrender to Krishna. Okay, so that is what Prabhupada used to say. The only intelligent person can take up Krishna consciousness. For material education, we require intelligence. Okay, for spiritual education, can a person who is fool take up Krishna consciousness? Very difficult. So only an intelligent person can take up Krishna consciousness. This is what Prabhupada used to say. So Krishna is saying, I am source of everything. Intelligent person will surrender to me, will devote to me. Bhajante mam. Okay, this is first sloka. Second. No, this one only. So it is there. Aham sarvasya prabho matta sarvam pravartate. So result of knowing Krishna, what is the result? A wise person, what he will do? Worship Krishna with all their heart, engage in devotional services, and surrender. This is what a wise person do. Fools cannot do. Okay, they won't believe in that only. They will think, Krishna is saying, Aham sarvasya prabhu matta sarvam pravartate. I don't believe in that. I doubt that Krishna is from Krishna, everything is coming. Okay. I'll see if there is any evidence is there, any science is saying is this type of evidence or not. Then I will surrender. This is not like that. Okay. Okay. Second sloka.
Hare Krishna. Mच्चित्ता मद्गता प्राणा बोधयन्तः परस्परं कथयन्तश्च मां नित्यं तुष्यन्ति च रमन्ति च.
Very nice. So see, this in this sloka, how a devotee is engaged in the devotional. So first Krishna is saying that he will engage in devotional service. But in second sloka, Krishna is saying how they are engaged. Okay, what is the activity they are doing? Okay. So you see, the thoughts of my pure devotee dwells in me. What is the devotee doing? Their thoughts, their mind, chitta. Mat chitta mad gata prana. So mat chitta means the chitta of the devotee, the mind of the devotee, the thoughts of the devotee dwelling on Krishna. Chitta. Mad gata prana. Prana also. Okay. Their life is fully surrendered to me. Their life is surrendered to me. So chitta is surrendered to me. Prana is surrendered to me. The devotees. Machchitta madgata prana bodhayantah parasparam. Bodhayantah parasparam means they will be enlightening. Parasparam means in each others, between each others, the two devotees will be there. They will be enlightening each other. They will be telling about Krishna between them. Okay. Bodhayantah parasparam. Okay. Kathayantascha mam nityam. Nityam means every time, every second, 24/7. What they will be doing? Nityam. What they will be doing? Kathayantascha mam nityam. So they will be telling the story. They will be converging about Krishna among the each others. Machchitta madgata prana. Bodhayantah parasparam. Kathayantascha namam nityam. And then when they are doing this like parasparam katha, they are converging about Krishna among each other 24/7 nityam. What they get? They get tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Tushyanti means they feel very satisfaction. Very satisfaction. They feel very satisfied while doing so, while doing the devotional service like this. And then ramanti cha. They feel very bliss. They feel very happiness in doing this. Okay. So that is the activity of devotee. Devotee, they will be engaged in the thoughts of Krishna. They will be always thinking about Krishna. They will be talking about Krishna among each other. They will be enlightening each other about Krishna. And when they do this, they feel very satisfaction, very happiness. People are searching for happiness. People are searching for satisfaction in this material world, but they are not getting. Okay. This world, Urdhva Moolam Adha Shakham. This world is just a perverted reflection of something which is there in the material, in the spiritual world. This material world is perverted reflection of something which is there in the spiritual world. Okay. So we are searching for happiness. We are searching for satisfaction in this material world. But actually, this is not here. Actually, this is there in the spiritual world. Okay. And when we connect ourselves to the spiritual world directly, we feel that happiness, we feel the satisfaction. Krishna is the source of satisfaction. Krishna is the source of blissfulness. Okay. Krishna is Satchidanand. So when we connect ourselves to Krishna, we feel that bliss, we feel that happiness. So this is what Krishna is saying in second sloka. That first sloka, Krishna is source of everything. An intelligent devotee will engage in the devotional service of Krishna. Second sloka, Krishna is telling how they are engaging Krishna, and after engaging, they are feeling the happiness and blissfulness after engagement. Second sloka. Let's go to the third sloka. Okay. These are the description of those symptoms of a pure devotee. Krishna become his life and soul, and he constantly hear and discuss about Krishna. This is what the ninth sloka is saying. They will be hearing about Krishna. They will be discussing about Krishna. Okay. Every time, whatever work they are doing, this Mataji is washing the cookware. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Everything, whatever doing, they are doing cleaning. Krishna. Okay, conversing about Krishna. See, they are talking each other about Krishna while playing with the child Krishna. Okay, so this is the devotee's activity, always discussing, always engaged in thoughts of Krishna. Preliminary stage. So two stages of devotional service is there. One is when the devotee is very neophyte, and one when he is mature. Okay, so when he is very neophyte, they release the transcendental pleasure from the service itself. They do the service, they release the pastime. Okay, they are, and they're in mature stage, they are always situated in love of God, and thus release the highest perfection which is exhibited by the Lord in his abode. Okay, so perfect stage, the first neophyte stage, we do the services, we feel the pleasure. Okay, mature stage, they are always situated in the thinking of Krishna. Okay, so that is the way. Okay, so two stages and three things. Thoughts of my devotee dwells in me, life fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss in always conversing about me. So these things we have read in the text number 9. Now the third sloka, 10.10. Yes, Mataji.
तेषां सततयुक्तानां भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धियोगं तं येन मामुपयान्ति ते. Hare Krishna.
So third sloka, again Krishna is saying, Tesam satata yuktanam. Last sloka was Nityam, 24/7, Satatam, 24/7. Okay, always. So this word, always, it is not like that, okay, we had devotee, so we will remember Krishna today, after 1 year, we'll remember. Not like New Year. In New Year, I'm not telling about New Year, I'll remember. Okay. So devotees will remember Krishna always. Satata, Nityam. Okay. Always they will be remembering Krishna. Tesham Satata Yuktanam. So how we have seen in the last sloka how the devotees engage and how they are feeling the pleasure in the doing the devotion service. Now this sloka, how Krishna reciprocate. Krishna is very reciprocative. Krishna is very like any devotee is there who is calling Krishna, Krishna will listen. Okay, like that. So when devotees engage in devotional service, Krishna is seeing, Krishna is noticing, and what Krishna is doing, let's see. So Krishna is very happy that this devotee of me is very nicely doing the devotional services. I want this devotee to come back to me. Okay, Krishna also wants the devotee to come to Krishna. So what Krishna does, let's see. Those who are constantly devoted and worship me with love, Priti Purvakam, with love devoted. Okay, Priti Purvakam, with love, the devotee is doing the devotional service. He is devoted to Krishna. When? Satatam, always. Tesam Satata Yuktanam Bhajantam Priti Purvakam, with love. When the devotee is always engaged in my devotional service, what Krishna does? Dadami, he gives. Buddhi Yogam Tam, he gives the intelligence to that devotee. He gives the intelligence to that devotee. Yena mamupayantite. And with that intelligence, that devotee can come to me. Krishna is very happy that this devotee is nicely engaged in devotional service. I want this devotee to come back to me. I want this devotee to be with me. Okay. So Krishna gives buddhi yoga. Krishna gives intelligence to that devotee. And with that intelligence, that devotee engage in devotional service of Krishna very nicely, and they can come to Krishna. Okay. So Krishna, coming to Krishna is Krishna's mercy. When Krishna wants us to come to him, then we can go to him. Okay, like that. So I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Buddhi Yogam. Krishna gives a Buddhi Yogam to the devotee, and utilizes that Buddhi Yogam, they can come to Krishna. Okay. So 3 yogas are there. Karma Yoga. When one knows the goal is Krishna, but is addicted to the fruits. Okay. So actually, Karma Yoga is actual meaning of Karma Yoga is when we are means actually in this little difference is there, little correction is there. When one knows that goal is Krishna, we do not know who is the goal. Okay, this is what written is Karma Yoga is written in actually Bhakti Yoga. In the Karma Yoga is actual meaning. Bhakti Yoga means Karma Yoga, which Prabhupada describes, is Bhakti Yoga only, because Prabhupada doesn't want us to do the Karma Yoga. Prabhupada wants us to do the Bhakti Yoga only. So actually, in actuality, Karma Yoga means when we are doing the any service, but we are not, and when we are renouncing the result. That is called actually karma yoga. Okay. When we are doing any service and we are renouncing the fruits, we are not giving the fruits to, we are not accepting the fruits to us. Okay. We are doing it and we are not accepting the fruits. Okay. So that is called karma yoga. But as the person is not accepting the fruit, gradually the person will progress. But Prabhupada mixes the karma yoga and bhakti yoga. And in actuality, when one knows about goal is Krishna, but is addicted to the fruits, that is actually is a part of bhakti yoga. When we read chapter number 12, in that it comes, okay, that the various grades of the bhakti yoga, in that the one which is described here comes. But in actuality, the meaning of karma yoga is when we are doing karma and we are not, when we are renouncing the fruits, okay. But when we are renouncing the fruits, who is taking the fruits? Okay. Who is taking the fruit? Demigods cannot take the fruit. They are not authorized to take the fruit. Only Krishna can take the fruits. Okay. Every austerity, every charity goes to Krishna. Okay. Krishna is the master. Krishna is the bhokta of all the charity or the austerity. So whatever karma we do and we give up the result, we are not accepting the result. Who is accepting then? Krishna is accepting. So as Krishna is accepting the result, gradually the person progresses. Okay. So that is called karma yoga. Through karma, we are connecting to Krishna. And but when we are doing karma for Krishna, that is called bhakti. Okay. That is called bhakti yoga. Jnana yoga, when we know the goal is Krishna, but take pleasure in mental speculation to understand Krishna, he's acting in Jnana yoga. Okay. So Jnana yoga, we know that there is some supreme, but we are not engaged in devotional service. We are taking pleasure in mental speculation, reading the Veda, Puranas. Okay. That thing called Jnana yoga. Then Buddhi yoga. Buddhi yoga is bhakti yoga. When one knows that goal and seek completely in Krishna consciousness and devotional service, he is acting in Buddhi yoga or Bhakti yoga. Okay. So that is called the Buddhi yoga or Bhakti yoga. 3 yogas are there: Karma yoga, Jnana yoga, Buddhi yoga. Different steps. The last sloka of Chatushloki.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
Tesham evanukampartham aham ajnanajam tamah nashya meyatma bhavastah jnanadipena bhaswatha.
So till now we have seen that Krishna is very happy that this devotee is very nice. This devotee wants to come. This devotee, I want to come to me, and Krishna is giving the Buddhi yoga to that person. In the last, Tesam evanukampartham, anukampa, as a anukampa. Okay, what he does? Aham jnana jam tama nashyami. So he destroy the jam tama agyan in the heart of the devotee. How? By enlightening the jnana deepa. Jnana deepena. Okay. So out of compassion for them, anukampa, Krishna is very compassionate. When he sees the devotee, he wants to come. He wants the devotee to come back to him. So out of compassion for him, I, dwelling in their heart, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. So the intelligence Krishna is giving, the darkness Krishna is removing. Okay. And after that, the devotee can come to Krishna. So that is the 4th sloka, how Krishna reciprocate. Krishna destroy all the darkness in the heart of the devotee. Okay, when the devotee is engaged in the devotional service. So Lord destroys all the impediments and dispel any ignorance in the heart with the shining lamp of knowledge. So Krishna desperately wants the devotee to come back to him. Okay, so Krishna is giving the intelligence. Krishna is destroying all the impediment in the path of coming back to Krishna. Krishna is removing all the ignorance. Okay, very nicely. So this is what Krishna's mercy is there. We just have to take one step. We just have to devote ourselves to Krishna. After that, Krishna will be taking care. Okay, Krishna, now this is Krishna's headache, that how we can go to Krishna. Okay, so that is the thing. Just we have to devote to Krishna. After that, Krishna will take care. In the last chapter we have read, Bhakti is very simple. Patram pushpam phalam toyam. With love and devotion, we give this thing. That is called the Bhakti. Okay. But the thing is, with love and devotion. Patram pushpam. We don't have anything to give to Krishna. Krishna is master of everything. What we can give is love and devotion. And when we give love and devotion, we feel happiness. And Krishna also wants us to come back to him. And he gives the intelligence to come back to him. Okay, so this is the way how the devotee, when he engage in devotional service, how they feel bliss, how they feel satisfaction, and how Krishna reciprocate to that devotee. Okay, that means this is, we completely depend on Krishna's mercy. Just we have to do is surrender. After that, let Krishna take care. Okay. Okay, so now we are coming to the third section, the vibhutis. So Arjuna accepts Krishna's position and request here to hear more from of his opulences. So we'll see now. Okay, so Arjuna is saying after this four sloka, now Arjuna is saying what he is saying. Let's see.
Hare Krishna. Arjuna uvacha param brahma param dhama pavitram paramam bhavan purusham shashvatam divyam adidevam ajam vibhum ahustvam rishayas sarve devashe naradastata asito devalo vyasah swayam chaiva bravishi me. Hare Krishna.
Okay, so now Arjuna is saying, what he is saying, Param Brahma, Param Dhama, you are the supreme Brahman, the ultimate, the supreme abode and the purifier, the absolute truth and the eternal divine person. So Arjuna is saying the same thing, which all the Vedas and Shastra says. Okay, that you are the ultimate truth, you are the supreme Brahman, Param Brahma. Okay, Brahma means the living entity. Param Brahma is the supreme living entity, the Krishna. Ultimate, the supreme abode and the purifier, the absolute truth and the eternal divine person. Okay, you are the primal God, transcendental and original, and you are the unborn and all pervading beauty. So Krishna, you are all these things. Param Dhama, Param Purusham, Param Brahma. Okay, Pavitram. Everything in the glory of Krishna, the Arjuna is saying. And he is later saying that this is not that I am your friend, I am your relative, I am your devotee. That's why I'm telling. This is not like that. Okay. This is simply not like that. Just I am telling that every person should believe. And why I'm saying it? Now Arjuna is giving reference. So many times when we put something important, we give the reference that this thing is coming from that reference. So Arjuna is also giving reference. Okay. Who is saying? Rishi Munis. Okay. So what are all the great sages, just like Narada, Devarsi Narada is saying, Rishi Munis are saying, Sarva Rishi Muni, they are all saying the same thing, that you are the absolute truth, you are the Param Dhamma, Param Brahma, Paramam Bhavam, okay, Purusham Shashvatam Divyam, Adi Devam, Ajam Vibhum, okay. So all these things is not, it is not like the just I am saying. Just like you don't believe that that I am your friend and I am your devotee. That's why I'm saying. Even these things are said by the great sages like Narada, Ashita, Devala, Vyasa. Okay, the Rishi Muni, who are the source of all the, who are having all the knowledge, who has penned down all the knowledge of the Vedas. Okay, all the knowledge available at that time. Such a learned Rishi Munis are also acclaiming the same thing which I am telling to you. Which I have told to you now. Okay, so it is not like that I'm just speculating. It is even the great learned person. Okay, like if we give the reference in this material world about science. Okay, so if theory of relativity is there or something, this person like Einstein will refer, okay, like that. So at that time, Arjuna is referring about the Rishi Muni, the greatest learned person of that time. They are also saying the same thing. And after that, what he is saying, Vyasa proclaim this of you, and now you yourself are declaring it to me. Now you are also saying the same thing to me. Okay, so it is not like that. Just I am your devotee, your relative. That's why I'm telling. Every person, every great person, every realized person, every person who can be told as the greatest learned person, they are also saying the same thing. Even you are saying the same thing to me. Arjuna is glorifying Krishna, that you are ultimately the supreme person. Okay, so when a person hear these things, okay, their doubt is completely dispelled. Okay, every person is saying the same thing. Okay, Krishna is the supreme and we have to devote. Okay, Param Brahma, Param Dhamma. So everything is explained here, the same, just the meaning. Okay. So I'm just moving forward. So that was the glorification by Arjuna. Now about Krishna's opulences. So let's see. Yes, Mataji.
सर्वम् एतं वृथं मन्ये यन्मां वदसि केशव न हि ते भगवान् विदुर्देवात्मदानवाः.
O Krishna, I totally accept as truth all that you have told me. Neither the God nor the demons, O Lord, know thy personality. Your personality, God, demon, nothing, no one knows. Okay. Indeed, you alone know yourself by your own potencies, O origin of all, Lord of all being, God of gods, O supreme person, Lord of the universe. Okay. So the acceptance of Arjuna of all that Krishna say should be emulated. Then we can understand the essence of Bhagavad Gita, and then only can we understand that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Okay. So the acceptance of Arjuna of all it should be understood. Okay. Arjuna is saying the same thing. How Arjuna is saying, giving the reference of the great people at the time, learned people, great learned people. That this is not I am saying. Every person is saying the same thing. How should I meditate on you, and in what various form are you to become contemplated, O blessed Lord? Tell me again in detail, O Janardana, Krishna, of your mighty potencies and glories, for I never tire of hearing your ambrosial words. Okay, so now he's requesting Arjuna to tell the glory or the opulences. The advantage of hearing is mentioned here. So hearing increases the remembrance. When we hear, our devotion increases. When we hear from a bona fide source, our devotion increases. Okay, and that thing is emphasized by Arjuna. He's saying Krishna to glorify his potential, his opulences. Always think of Krishna. When we hear about Krishna, we can think of Krishna. When we know about opulence of Krishna, we can think about Krishna. Thus, by remembering Krishna, one can relish the great nectar. One is never satiated by hearing about Krishna. Okay, so these things are their advantage of hearing. So Arjuna is giving reasons. So see, so what are the reasons? 17, 10, 16, 17, and 18 Arjuna is giving. Okay, 16 to 18. Arjuna is already satisfied with the understanding of Krishna and has no doubt about Krishna's position. For the sake of common people, he is asking to describe the glories. For the sake of materialistic, he is asking to describe the glory. For personal absorption, Arjuna wants to know, how shall I constantly think of think of you? You tell the glories, then I can remember you. To taste the nectar, want to hear more and more and taste the nectar of his words. Okay, Krishna's words. And that's why he's asking the glories of Krishna. Okay, so in this following sloka, the Krishna is describing the most prominent glory. Actually, the glories of Krishna is unlimited. Opulence of Krishna is unlimited. No one can know about the glories of Krishna, all the glories of Krishna. So Krishna is describing the most prominent one, most prominent glories. Okay, as he has unlimited, all-pervading opulences. Okay, names his opulences and then explain that these opulences simply indicate a fraction of his glory. After knowing, after explaining the various opulences, he's saying these are just fraction of my glory, because he pervades and supports the entire universe with mere fragment of his total potency. Okay, so actually Krishna's opulences are unlimited. Like, okay.
Hare Krishna. Sri Bhagavanuvacha Hantati Katayishyami Divyāhyātma Vibhūtayaha Pradhānyata Kuru Shrestha Nastyanto Vistarasya Me.
So the blessed Lord said, yes, I'll tell you my splendorous manifestation, but only of those which are prominent, O Arjuna, for my opulence is limitless. So many opulences are there. So I'm going to tell you. Okay. So Krishna is going. So this is some tabular form. So when I take level 1, I have something in the picture format. So I'll open that so that we can read from that the opulences. Okay. Okay, it's not coming. Just 1 minute. Okay. Is my screen clear or anything is there, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji, it's visible. There is some blue lines coming.
Okay.
Patches, yeah.
Something is coming from.
It's clear, Prabhuji.
Yeah, I'll share again. Is it clear now? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So now Krishna is going to describe his vibhutis. So we'll learn from this slide because pictorial formats are there. But tabular format, it will be not so nicely visible. So let's read. So Krishna is telling, I am the super soul, seated in heart of every living entity. Krishna is there in heart of every living entity. Okay, as the super soul. I am the beginning, the middle, and the end of all the beings. Okay. Of the Adityas, I am the Vishnu. Okay. Of the light, I am the radiant sun. So among the light, Krishna represents the radiant sun. Of the Maruts, I am the Marichi, the controlling deity of the wind. The most opulent thing, he is saying that these things can represent me. Okay. So Krishna is saying that opulent thing represents me. Okay. And these things, the most opulent things are coming just from the fragmental part of my splendor. Okay. That is what Krishna is saying. Among the stars, I am the moon. So many stars are there in the sky. Worthless. No work, no use. Only one star or the one moon is enough for the nighttime light. Okay. So that is the thing. So many stars, no use. What is the use of so many stars? Only one moon is enough. And that moon is represented by Krishna. Of the demigods, I am the Indra, the king of heaven. Of the Vedas, I am the Samaveda. Of the senses, I am the mind. In the living being, I am the living force, the consciousness. So Krishna represents the consciousness, the living force of the senses. Who is the most potent senses? Mind is the most potent senses. Shashtendriyan. So 5 indriyas there, Shashtendriya, 6th indriya is the mana. And Krishna represents the mana, okay, or the mind. Of all the Rudras, I am the Lord Shiva. Yes, so I think 11 or 12, 11 Rudras are there. And out of that, Krishna represents the Lord Shiva. Most important point. Of the Yakshas and Rakshasas, I am the Lord of wealth, Kuber. Okay. Of the Vashus, I am the fire, Agni. He represents the Agni of the Vashus. Of the mountains, I am the Meru Parvat. So you see, there is Himalaya mountain. Then there are other mountains. The Meru Parvat is very big Parvat. Of priests, O Arjuna, know me to be the chief Brihaspati. Brihaspati is the chief of the priest of chief priest of all the devatas. Okay. Of the generals, I am the Kartikeya general. Okay. Of the bodies of water, I am the ocean. Big body of water, unlimited light. Okay. So Krishna represents that. Of the great sages, I am the Bhrigu Rishi. Of vibration, I am the transcendental Om. Of the sacrifice, I am the chanting of the holy name, the Japa. Okay, so Krishna represents the Japa, the sacrifice, the Kali Yuga Dharma. Okay, of immovable thing, I am the Himalaya. Okay, biggest immovable thing, Himalaya. Among perfected being, I am the sage Kapila. Kapila Rishi. Okay, so 2 types of Kapila are there. One Kapila is there, that is the incarnation of Lord himself. Okay, and then other Kapila is there, imposter Kapila. Okay, the one once we discuss about these 2. Okay, so Krishna represents the sage Kapila. Okay, of the Gandharvas, I am the Chitraratha. Okay, Krishna is Chitraratha in the Gandharva. Of the sages among the demigods, I am the Narad Rishi, Narad sage, Narad demigod. Okay. Of the living trees, of all the trees, I am the banyan tree. Krishna represents as the banyan tree of the all the trees. Okay. Of horses, know me to be the Uchishrava, produced during the churning of the ocean of nectar. Uchishrava, horse. Okay. And then elephant, Eravat elephant, Krishna represent. Of the lordly elephant, I am the Eravat elephant. Okay. Among men, I am the monarch. Monarch means king. King is the most important person among the men. So Krishna represents the king. Among the men, I am the king, the monarch. Of weapon, I am the thunderbolt. Thunderbolt weapon, Krishna represents. Among cows, I am the Surbhi cow. Of causes of procreation, I am Kandarpa, the god of love. Okay. And of serpent, I am the Vasuki. Vasuki serpent, churning, you see, Vasuki snake. Among the dispenser of law, I am Yamraj. So Yamraj is the dispenser of law, like court person, like a judge. Okay, so Yamraj, the lord of death, is the dispenser. Among the dispenser of laws, Krishna represents Yamraj. Of departed ancestor, I am Aryama. Among the aquatics, I am the demigod Varuna. Of the many hooded Nagas, I am the Anantashesh. Anantashesh. Okay. Among the subduers, I am the time. Krishna represents the time. Among the Daitya demon, I am the devoted Prahlad. Devoted Prahlad, Krishna represents the devoted Prahlad among the Daitya demons. Among the beasts, I am the lion. Among the bird, I am the Garuda. Okay, Garuda, lion, devoted Prahlad Maharaj. Among the rivers, I am the Ganga river. Flowing river, Krishna represents the Ganga. Of the fishes, I am the shark. Of the wielder of weapon, I am the Ram. Krishna represents. Purifiers, I am the wind. Wind purification. Wind purifier. Among the logician, I am the conclusive truth. So two logicians are there. Whatever conclusion they come, Krishna represents the conclusive truth. Of all the sciences, I am the spiritual science of self. Okay. So many sciences are there. Material science, spiritual science. Material science, we know physics, chemistry, maths, bio, those things are. And the spiritual science, so many things are there. Karma yoga, Jnana yoga, Bhakti yoga. Okay. Those things are there. Then Krishna represents the science of self-realization. Who are you? Krishna represents that science of self-realization. Of all the creation, I am the beginning, end, and also the middle, O Arjuna. Krishna is the everything, starting, ending, and middle of all the creation. Whatever being created in this world, Krishna represents all those things. Of creators, I am the Brahma. Krishna is giving the instruction to Brahma to make all the 14 planetary system, the diversity among the material world. Okay. Creator, among the creator he is Brahma. I am also inexhaustible time. Among the compound word, I am the dual compound, Rama Krishna. You see, dual compound, meaning two words having the same meaning. That is called dual compound. So among the compound words, Krishna represents a dual compound like Rama Krishna. Of letters, I am the letter A or A from the start. So any letter any word will start with some words, okay, and that the Varnamala is starting from the like that, like that in the lipi, okay. So in English it is like A. So of letters, I am the letter A or A. Among the women, I am fame, fortune, fine speech, memory, intelligence, steadfastness, and practice. So these are the women qualities, good qualities which Krishna represents. I am the generating principle of all that is yet to be. The future which is yet to come. Krishna is that principle, the generating principle. Krishna is the origin of all the future that is yet to come, as well as Krishna is all devouring death. Krishna is death also. Krishna is the origin also. Krishna is maintainer also. Okay, death, maintainer, everything. Of the hymns in the Samaveda, I am the Bhahat Sama. Of poetry, I am the Gayatri. Of months, I am the Marga Sen. Okay, so Marga. So like November, December season, when the forest, when the crops are getting harvested, okay, the farmers are very happy. That season, Krishna represents that Marga season. Of Marga months. Of the season, I am the flower bearing spring season. spring season. Okay. Basanta. I am also the gambling of the cheat. Cheaters cannot cheat Krishna. Krishna is the greatest cheater for them. Of the splendid, I am the splendor. Okay. Of the victory, I am the victory. I am the adventure. I am the strength of the strong. When we see any strong person, we see that strongness, Krishna is the strongness in that person. When we see any wise person, Krishna is the wisdom in that wise person. Among the great thinker, I am the Usana, Sankracharya, Sukracharya. Of the sages, I am the Vyasadeva. So Vyasadeva is speaking and Ganesh ji is writing. Okay. Of the Pandavas, I am the Arjuna. Okay. Of the descendant of Vrishni, I am the Vasudeva. Of the wise, I am the wisdom. So Krishna is wisdom in the wise. Of the secret thing, I am the silence. Of those who seek victory, I am the morality. Among all the mean of suppressing lawlessness, I am the punishment. So Krishna represents the punishment, morality. Okay. There is no being moving or non-moving that can exist without me. Ultimately, Krishna is saying nothing can be maintained without me. So Krishna already told I am the creator and the death also. I am the origin also, death also. Now Krishna is saying that I am the maintainer also. There is no being moving or non-moving that can exist without me. I am the generating seat of all the existence. Krishna is the source of all the existence. Krishna is the origin of all the existence. Okay. So these are okay. So here we have moved to those slides so that we can understand. So everything, these things which are there in the form of on the chart, we have learned in the form of a pictorial form. Okay. Everything we have already learned. You just have to go through all those things. So all those things you have learned. Now, let's see what Krishna is saying. Furthermore, O Arjuna, I am the generating seed of all the existence we have lived. And O mighty conqueror of enemy, there is no end to my divine manifestation. What I have spoken to you is but a mere indication of my infinite opulences. My opulences are infinite. What I told you is very small part, mere indication. Okay. Know that all the opulent, beautiful, glorious creation spring from but a spark of my splendor, Tejo Amsa. Okay, so just a small Tejo Amsa, or the or the spark of my splendor. All the beautiful things, glorious thing, opulent thing, what you see in this material creation, the most opulent thing, most beautiful, they are coming just from the spark of my splendor. Okay.
Great, Prabhuji. Yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam Srimad Pujitam eva va Tat tat eva vagachatvam Mama tejomsha sambhavam.
So Tejo Amsa, Mama Tejo Amsa Sambhavam. From my Tejo Amsa, just a spark from my splendor, everything is manifested. The most beautiful thing, most opulent thing, most glorious thing which you see in this world are just coming from the spark of my splendor. So just imagine how opulent Krishna is there. Okay. So the opulence which Krishna has described, that nothing, just a mere indication of what Krishna is. Okay.
Atava bahunaitena Kyamyathena tavarjuna Vishtabhyam idam krishnam Vistabhyaham idam krishnam Ekam shena stitho jagat.
But what need is there, Arjuna, for all this detailed knowledge? What is the need of all this detailed knowledge and confusion? With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe. Single fragment of myself, I pervade and support entire universe. What is the need of all this detailed knowledge? There is no need. So just Arjuna wanted to ask Krishna about the opulence so that he can remember. but there is no need to remember, know many things and get confused. Just Krishna by just a single fragment, he can pervade and support entire universe. Okay, so that was the last of those things. Conclusion of Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10. So we'll read the conclusion. Okay. From Krishna's potent energy, even the sun gets his power by Krishna's partial expansion. The whole world is maintained. Therefore, Lord Krishna is worshipable. Okay. Chapter 10 explains how to concentrate mind in Krishna consciousness in full devotional service by hearing different about different opulences and expansions of Krishna's energy. So when we hear about Krishna's opulences, we can remember him. Devotional service and worship of Krishna is explained in Chatushloki Gita, the fourth shloka, how devotees devote themselves and how Krishna reciprocate. Chapter 10 explains how to attain the highest devotional perfection of association of the Supreme Lord. So these things we have learned in chapter 10. Summary, 1 to 7 sloka, Krishna's position as origin of everything, Devatas, Maharsigana, everything. Okay. Then 8 to 11, Chatushloki Gita, last Krishna Arjuna's acceptance and his request, and then Krishna is showing. Okay, Krishna is telling about the opulences. So these are from my side, chapter 10. I hope something you could have got about the Krishna's mercy. The most beautiful are these 4 Chatushloki Gita. Very nice. Huh? And these 4 slokas as well as 12 sloka, the 12th chapter. Okay, when Krishna describes about the different stages of bhakti, when we do those slokas and these slokas, very personal favorite of mine. Okay, so actually we are having 10 minutes. Okay, so we don't have any question, otherwise we could have discussed. And one more thing, one comment was there, very nice comment was there, and actually on that comment there is a story also. Okay, so I'll tell you that comment and the story. So one comment is there from one of the devotees, that one comment from the chapter 9 verse 22. This is more of a comment than a question. The verse says Yogakshemam Vahami Aham. Okay, very nice. And there is one story behind this behind this sloka. I don't know whether Mataji has told the story or not. If you can tell that Mataji has told the story or not, then I can tell you. So Yogakshemam Vahamyam, Mataji has told about the story. If not, then you have commented. Okay, so I'll tell you the story. So this verse says Yogakshemam Vahamyam, and this is so calming to the distraught mind. The Lord's mercy has no comparison. To his devotee, he does just give what they need, and he personally carries it to them. Beautiful verse, Hare Krishna. So the thing is, there is a acharya, okay, that is in the South India. I don't remember exactly the name. I think Arjunacharya, like that the name is there, Arjunacharya. Okay, so he was writing commentary on Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so when he came to this verse, Yogakshemam Vahami Aham. Aham means me personally. I personally care for the devotee. It is not like that some other person I'm sending, some other person, okay, go and take care of my devotee. It is not like that. So Prahlad Maharaj is there, he is having some problem, so I will send other devotee. It is not like, I personally care. Vahami Aham. Krishna says Vahami Aham. I personally goes and take care. So Arjunacharya was thinking, it cannot be true that Krishna personally can take care. So many things are there, Krishna has to take care. And Krishna can give any other person the service. Okay, so Krishna, so he was thinking Vahami Aham. So when he was writing the commentary, he just strike the Aham word, Vahami Aham word with the red pen. Okay, that Aham doesn't seems like the perfect one. Okay, because Krishna so busy, so very difficult to take personal interest in the devotees, personally taking care of the devotee, giving the devotee what devotee is lacking, those things. Okay, so he thought like that, and he strike that word. Okay, after that he went for the begging alm. Okay, so they will go and they will ask for the begging for the food. Okay, for unfortunately on that day he didn't have anything. Okay, so he came back home, and then he went for the snana or the bathing to the river. Okay, so when he went to the river, then 2 beautiful boys came to his house. One was having the Shyama Rupa, okay, or the cloud color, and one was the bright color. Okay, so two boys came to the house with so many fruits, vegetables, food items. Okay, um, and then when so he was not there at that time, so his wife was there. Okay, so his wife took the foods. Who are you? Who are you two beautiful boys? Okay, we are a student of Acharya. Okay, and we are student of Acharya, and he has given these food items to give to you, so we have come to give to you. Okay, like that. So he has given the food item. Both of them has given so many food item, nice food item, to those, to the wife of the Arjuna Acharya. After that, when they were going, they turned up. They turned. Then the wife saw there is a big red mark, like someone has hit from the stick on the back of the beautiful boys. Okay, so she was very upset that these two so beautiful boys, so nice boys were there. There. Who has hit these two boys? So he asked, who has hit you? Okay, so these two boys said that Arjuna Acharya only hit us. Okay, and he has only made this mark. Okay, like that. And they told like that. And then wife was very angry. These two so nice boys are there. So many food items they have bought. Okay, and so beautiful these boys are there. Why my husband has made this red strike or the red mark on the back of these boys, okay, with the stick, okay, like that. So she was very angry. So she was thinking, when my husband will come, I'll tell. Okay, so then the both of the boys left. Then Arjuna Acharya came. Okay, so when he came, his wife was very angry. Why you are hitting these those two boys? Very nice boys were there, and so Arjuna Acharya was thinking, which boys? Who are those two boys? I do not know. I haven't given any food item for the persons for these two peoples to bring to my home. Okay. Then his wife told, no, these two boys were there. One was having cloud color, one was having bright color, and you have striken red mark on their back. Okay, just at the same sentence, after the sentence, the moment he said the red mark, okay, he understood there's the two boys were the two boys were there, and then he went and he understood that verse. Okay, so that is how Krishna reciprocate to the devotees. Okay, personally, vahami aham. Krishna used the word aham. Okay, so that was a story, and this is a real story. Okay, so this is how Krishna reciprocate to the devotee. Okay, so with this story, I'll finish today's class. Okay. So we'll meet next week, and if you have any question, you can put in the links which Mataji will be posting. I request you all to read the classes, read the chapters, keep chanting. Okay, and then see, when we chant, when we devote ourselves, we understand more. Okay, earlier days what happens? This Shastra and Vedas are very difficult to understand. Okay. So if any person is stuck in any sloka, okay, what they will do? They will think that I am not doing the sadhana correctly. I am not doing my chanting, my remembrance of Lord, my devotional service correctly, and they will be engaging themselves more in the sadhana. They will be doing the sadhana more intensely until unless they will understand the sloka, they won't move forward. Okay, like that. Okay, so that is the way earlier they used to understand the sloka. They will engage themselves more in the sadhana. So when we engage ourselves more in the sadhana, by glory, by the anukampartha, okay, we have seen that Krishna has a special anukampa to the devotee, and Krishna give intelligence. So when we do not understand anything, we engage more in the devotional service, then we understand. Okay, so I request every person to engage themselves more in the devotional service, read Bhagavad Gita, read slokas. If you have any doubt, we can take the doubts in the next session. Okay, so with these words, I'll with your permission,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much. Very nice session. And
Yes,
the slides were
Mataji.
so beautiful, Prabhuji, explaining the appliances. It's very nice. Thank you.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Actually, these slides are not mine. These slides are made by some other devotee. I'm just using the slide to make you understand. Okay.
Right. Full effort he has put. Like it's very nice, Prabhuji. It's very nice.
Yes, Mataji. Very nice. All glories to devotees who has made this. Okay. Okay. So with your permission, I'll take permission. Okay. We'll meet next week, and I'll wait for some questions from your side. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna,
Sara Prabhu.
Prabhuji.
Hare
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, and we see in the New Year.
Same. Yeah, I wish all the devotees the same. Okay. The Happy New Year. Hare Krishna, Sara Prabhu. You want to speak anything?
No, just wanted to say Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Vanchakalpatarubhasya kripa sindhu bhavecha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
Happy New
Krishna.
Year to